Don't just make yourself a transcript. Get on your Zoom. I feel like they're playing with me. Like, I'm not gonna get accepted. On a roll. Boom. Why are you taking AP World History and you want to be a nurse? So I filmed this video and at some point my mic dies and I didn't even know. So a lot of my video is mute. You're gonna see me going from 2 different locations throughout the video because I'm refilming a lot of parts and also including some things that I missed when I first filmed it. So yeah, enjoy the video. Hello, my name is Aishani and welcome back to another video. Now I want to say a few disclaimers. I only got 3 nails, so not too much. Now I've been meaning to make a video outside of a vlog for a while, and I actually did, but I didn't like how I filmed it because I was just talking in circles. So I'm just like, I only put out quality. It's 2025 and we getting quality content, okay? I already got used to putting the camera on my face and all of that. So all 25 we're getting content, we're getting something outside of vlogs. I'm still gonna be vlogging, but we're gonna be getting additional content. I'm here today to talk about this whole senior experience so far, okay? I've applied to colleges and I'm just gonna, give y'all some advice and like what I've been going through this past semester trying to prepare for the future. Let's talk stats. So first, let me just tell you the colleges that I got into. So I got into Illinois State, Howard University, Southern University, Roosevelt University, DePaul, Utah, Indianapolis University, and Indiana State University. And then I got deferred from Spelman. That's okay though. It's not a decline. It's just, you gotta wait a little longer. So yeah, that's like 8 schools. 9 schools that I've heard back from. Unweighted GPA is a 3.6 and my weighted GPA is a 4.1. I am the media manager of the African American Cultural Awareness Club. I'm in our broadcasting club. I'm on the dance team. I'm in National Honor Society. I'm in student council, as well as cosmetology club. So I'm really involved in school. Like I'm really, in there. Since 2020, I have been moving every year. Every school year, I'm at a different school, just constantly moving. I basically transferred schools like 5 times throughout my entire high school career. And this is what I had based my personal essay on because that's a big part of my life. Like just constantly moving, transferring to different schools, basically having a fresh start every year, literally, because I'm somewhere different every year. So that really built me into the person that I am today. Like it's allowed me to be able to adapt to change and basically make the most out of my situation. I'm a new girl at this school. I'm new to the state and I'm new to the school, and now I got to make friends all over again, join a new club all over again, just having to constantly restart. So basically my essay was about me persevering through that and really making the most out of everything, because every school that I've been at, I left with people knowing my name because I was involved. I made sure I built connections with the staff, and I made sure I surrounded myself with, people who can help connect me to the next person, or people who are just really good to me, and be mindful of where I am, and just be a mindful person. Freshman year, I'm like, my top 2 schools, Spelman and Howard, and I got into Howard and I was deferred from Spelman, but I mean Howard's my number 1 school, so I'm so happy I got into that. So let's get into what that process was like for me. I did my rough draft for my personal essay my junior year because my AP Lang teacher made me do it. That really helped set me up for the future. And if you watch my my vlogs, you will always hear me say like, that really helped me so much, like, and it really did. Get that personal essay done. Like, as soon as you think of a topic that you want to do, start that, because once you start and you're ahead of the game, that's less stress once you get to your senior year. The whole Common App was really easy. That wasn't the problem. Common App, you feel like you do the whole thing and then you just start submitting. Okay, boom, easy. The hardest thing will probably be just your personal essay. But other than that, like, submitting your application to colleges, really easy. Where the problem arose was, and what nobody told me, was that when you are a transfer student, certain schools are going to ask for your original transcript from your previous school. Every school doesn't have the same classes that the next school has. Transferring from a Florida school to an Illinois school, they're just not going to have the same classes. Most case scenario, some schools want your original transcript from your previous school as well as your current transcript from your current school. Nobody told me that, so I'm looking at my Howard application because I'm thinking, like, I submitted my transcript, but like, it's just waiting now. No. Oh, you have materials missing from your application. I'm just like, what? Like, what are we talking about? I went to the portal and it was like, oh, you're missing your transcript from your last 2 schools. I'm just like, oh my gosh. And I already know, like, my Florida school, it's so hard to get in contact with them. Like, they're just so hard to deal with. So I'm just like, man, I have to call them and get my transcript. Like, that's just so annoying. I started stressing out because I'm like, I know that school's going to take forever and I'm just not going to get my stuff. Like, they're not going to accept me. Like, oh my gosh. So I went to my counselor and I was just like, they're asking for my original transcript from these schools, and like, I don't know, like, how I'm gonna get them because they're really hard to get in contact with. It's like, oh, I have your original transcript. I will send them to them. Like, I will see how I can submit it, like, through your application. I was still getting emails about, items missing. So I'm just like, what's going on? I emailed my admissions counselor at Howard, and I'm just like, hey, I introduced myself like, hey, I'm Shawnee Reed, and I, submitted my application. My counselor had submitted my original transcripts from my previous schools. Like, is that accepted? She was just like, yeah, it's accepted, like, da-da-da-da. But it was still saying that those materials were missing. About the second week into November, I emailed my admissions counselor like, hey, it's still saying that it's missing, like, can we get that fixed? Like, did you guys receive it? Because my counselor said that she sent it over to you. Didn't respond. 2 weeks later, like, this is like the week of Thanksgiving, and I sent a follow-up email like, hey, just following up on my previous email, was the file received? She was like, yeah, we got it, and we're gonna I'll make sure that it gets changed on your application. Thank you. Because the whole time I'm just like, dang, like, I feel like they're playing with me. Like, I'm not gonna get accepted. Like, I was just so scared. But I got in now, so, all was well, okay? I had to give it to God. I'm sitting here stressing. I'm like, you know what, God? I'm gonna give it to you, and I'm gonna stop stressing. I'm just gonna have to just wait. And I didn't find out I got in until Christmas Eve. Great Christmas present. Thank you, Howard. So I got in with a $72,000 scholarship. So I get $18,000 in total. Well, $18,000 each year, lowering my cost of attendance to $35,000 a semester. That's still too much. So I've been applying to them scholarships. Like, it's a job application. Like, okay, because we need that school paper. Okay, 35. No, that's not including financial aid. This is before financial aid is included. So I was like, yeah, I need the money in, so I'm gonna go look for the money in. Okay. I also wrote the 2 optional additional essays, just to heighten up my tension. Like, I was doing what I needed to do to make sure I got into this. Dude, okay? I don't remember what they were about, but if you want to see those essays, again, message me on Instagram and I'll show y'all what those essays were looking like. So once you get past the Common App process, What people don't tell you is that you gotta keep looking at your emails. Make a separate email just for your college applications and scholarships, because you have everything in your main email and you know you're getting 1,000 emails a day from different things. You're not gonna look, it's just gonna be really hard for you to find the email in regards to your college application. So I use a completely different email just for college related things, which is really helpful because, you know, I was able to catch all of my decision emails and, you know, not have to go scrolling and see if I missed anything or anything like that. One thing I would say about helping you choose what college you go to, if you get into like a bunch of colleges and you want to know which one you want to go to, think about the money. How much are they offering you? Because some of these schools you think, oh my gosh, this is a lot of money, and the whole time it's not even covering half of the costs. That also all depends on the work that you put in. So the $72,000, that was just off of my merit scholarship. So now I'm working to do community service so I can get more scholarships and get more money. So what they offer you is based on the work that you put in. Take into account the money that they are offering you, also the amount that FAFSA is offering you, where it is, where the college is. Do you want to go out of state? Do you want to stay within your state? Do you want to do community college? It's all based off of what is more convenient for you. With me moving around a lot, me going to school out of state doesn't scare me, because I already know what it's like to, you know, live in different states. Like it doesn't feel like it's much for me to, you know, go to another state for school. Another thing to take into account is why you would want to go to that school. So some things that I've been seeing is that some people are going to a school just to party. You choose a school for party time. Party only lasts the first half of the semester. Apparently, because once it gets cold, you gonna have to lock in on that work, because you're not gonna want to party all the time. It's too cold. Why are you choosing that school? Is it because they have the things that you need, or are you just there for a good time? Because if you're there for a good time only, I'm not gonna lie, that's a little bit of a waste of money. It's okay if you don't go to your dream school. Like, that just may not be in your plan. It may have been your dream, but that might not be the path that you need to be on. So definitely work towards getting into your dream school. But if it doesn't work out, you know, you keep on living and you go through the next route, you know? Now, some advice that I would give high schoolers in preparation for college would be, keep them grades up. Get on your Zoom, okay? Even if you're a freshman, take every school year serious, because if you just mess around all of freshman year and now you're a senior and you're struggling, now you're having to work extra hard to pull your grades up and pull your GPA up because you didn't set yourself up for success your freshman year. Okay? Senior year is stressful enough, and you don't need the stress of trying to pull your grades all the way up because you just didn't want to put the work in your freshman year. Every year is important. Your freshman year should be your easiest year, so why not try? I've always been academically driven. I may have not always known what I wanted to do in life, but I always knew I want that honor roll. I want to be a part of National Honor Society. I knew that since middle school, but it was always that one C pulling me back, and I'm just like, but then I was just like, I understand it now. Honor roll, boom. Always aim for an A, but if you fall behind and have a C or something, that's okay. You don't have to have a 4.0 GPA to get into a college, but also don't take that and just think, well, I don't even need to try in school. Still try, because you want to be more than just your transcript. Your transcript is your foundation, and what you do outside of that is what's going to help you build your way up into an acceptance. With all that being said, get involved in school. Don't just make yourself a transcript. Now, I know I just said get on your Zoom, make sure your grades are up to par, but also don't let yourself only be your grades. Get your grades up, but also elevate outside of your grades. But that also goes into balancing school, like in extracurriculars and social life and all that. You have to learn how to do all that in order to, thrive a little bit. I said I was involved in 6 clubs, and let me just tell y'all all that I was involved in my entire high school career. Freshman year, I did color guard, the secretary and treasurer of the K-pop club. Sophomore year, before I moved to Illinois, I was still in color guard, still in K-pop, but then I also joined the Black club, the Black student club, and the Keys club, the West Indian club, nominated for National Honor Society, and then I ended up leaving. Mind you, I was supposed to be captain of the color guard competitive team, but then I left. But it's cool though. It's all cool. I got to Illinois. I joined the African American Cultural Work, the Black Club. It's a long name, but it's the Black Club ultimately. I joined the Black Club, and then I also joined Student Council, and then I also had a job. So that's what I was doing the rest of my sophomore year. In junior year, I was in the Black Student Union because that was the only club that I had joined. But also with that, I also had a job still, and I also was a part of a competitive dance company. Think of your college application like it's a job application. Think of it as your resume. These are my grades. This is what I was a part of, and this is my rewards. And they're gonna look at it. Okay. We want you for the job. You're a great candidate. Okay, and I'm gonna give you some money too. Yeah. You want to make sure your resume looks up to par and that you are the most qualified candidate for the job. And after they review your application, they'll let you know, hey, we want you for the job, or we don't want you for the job. That's why it's important for you to keep your grades up. I know it's hard and you want to take mental health days, and don't let every day be a mental health day. Still strive for success in your grades. You don't have to get all A's, but at least strive for it. And once you start striving for it, you'll eventually get there or get close to it. You don't want your grades to be what got you a rejection from a school. You want to have good grades, and then what the other factors is just, it is what it is. You get what you give. Yes, your grades are important, and you should always strive. Don't make your grades be what holds you back. But I'm saying that because you could have amazing grades and still get a rejection. People with a 4.0 GPA who got a rejection, and somebody with a 3.2 who got an acceptance. All because of factors that set them apart from the next person. Okay, when you're involved in activities, it kind of showcases your personality a little bit, what you give. If you just go to school and go home, the college is going to be like, baby, who are you? Don't just be a transcript. Be more than just a transcript. Focus on your grades, but also focus on doing things outside of school, outside of the classroom, whether that be a club, you're a part of a dance company, this, that, and the third. Like, do something outside of homework. Do your homework, be on your Zoom, but also be a part of clubs and things of that sort, whatever suits you. You don't have to be a part of everything, but be a part of what suits you, what's convenient, and what'll set you apart. Having a 2.7 GPA, but you're also a part of various of clubs, and also depending on what that club is, that can set you apart from somebody with a 3.7 GPA who's doesn't do anything outside of schoolwork, and then they will choose you over that person. Yeah, they have a better GPA, but I mean, you're doing things. You're active. You're a part of something, and that can make a school want you more than they want the person with the better GPA who does absolutely nothing outside of raising their GPA. Something that my teacher told me this year, like, if you have an idea of where you want to go, of what you want to do in life, pick your classes according to that. Your counselor is going to encourage you to take AP European history, AP world history, and you want to be a nurse. You should be taking AP chemistry, AP biology, AP, all those AP science classes. That's what you need to be taking. You want to be a nurse, but you're not taking no AP science classes. You taking AP European history. That's not setting you up for success, and that's something that your counselors won't even tell you. They just try to encourage you to take the most popular AP classes to boost their school up, and that's not even where you need to be. Now you're stuck in an AP class, and your GPA is going down because you don't even like the subject, and it's not even a class you need. You just have your grades going down, and the whole time, like, you didn't even have to do that to yourself. You could have been just taking the route you need to go. Just always just things you have to keep in mind when it comes to school. Like, yes, maintain your grades, and yes, be involved in something of some sort, but you have to know how to balance that out. So you need to organize your schoolwork. In my notes app, I have what I have to do for each class, and I just check off whatever I've done and whatever is due soon. And that helps me, be able to balance my schoolwork and life, because sometimes I can be so caught up with, life and activities that I forget about an assignment. And then there's that imbalance. And once there's an imbalance, it starts to get really tricky. It's not easy, but it really does pay off in the end, and it also shows the school that you're applying to, oh, she can juggle multiple things at once. Like, she can, uplift our school academically, but also lift our school's brand up by being involved in whatever we have to offer outside of the academics. It's all about that balance, and once you're able to organize yourself and balance, it's going to create a beautiful person. Make friends. I know some people who just feel like they can get through high school by themselves, in which you can, but getting through high school with at least one person makes all the difference in the world. Even just, becoming acquaintance with the person that sits next to you in class. Y'all can uplift each other. So for me, I took trigonometry. Math is not my strong suit, and I didn't even need the class, but I'm just like, I know it will look good, so let me just take it. I already know this class is going to have me messed up, but let's go. I have friends in that class. I came into the class a month late because I'm a transfer student, and I was going from a Chicago school back to a suburban school. They work on different timings, so I was about a month late to the class, and so I was just having to play catch up the whole year and have anything for my grade to fall back on. So if I did not pass something, my grade dropped. I was scared that I was gonna, have a D in the class because I just don't get it. I just didn't get it. I thought I got it. Took a quiz, realized I don't got it. What helped me was my peers. People that I was just genuinely nice to. Hey, do you understand, like, how'd you get that answer? Da, 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 da. Friends, we'll be in the library. Me and Taylor be in the library. Okay, so did you do the trick homework? Do you need the answers? How do you understand the question? Just helping each other out. Security, janitors, classmates, be nice to everybody, because you never know what that person could do for you and what you can do for that person. If you're just going around with a nasty attitude, arguing with everybody, or even like giving your teacher a hard time, not trying to class, and you just always giving your teacher the utmost attitude, when it's the end of the semester, you need to pull that grade up, and you asking that teacher, what can I do to pull my grade up? Based on how you treated her and how you acted in the classroom, will determine whether she'll help you or not. When you build rapport with people, that can be your connection somewhere. Think of being at school as your chance to start networking with people, because you never know what somebody can become. You never know how you could be of aid to that person just by being nice, or you are able to present them with the opportunity in the future, and vice versa. Just always be nice and kind to people. Like, you don't have to be everybody's friend, but just being polite and, you know, something as simple as, hey, hello, how are you doing, can get you really far. Seniors, we only got 5 months left. I know that senioritis is kicking y'all already. Keep doing what you gotta do to graduate. Like, don't slack off. Like, just keep pushing, because the fight is almost over. Like, you're almost walking across that stage. Just keep fighting. Without further ado, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope this was very helpful for anybody in any grade. If you have any questions, feel free to comment them down below, or, you know, message me on Instagram, and I'll be happy to answer them. It's really surreal. I'm a senior now, and now I'm making my senior video, and I most likely will be making another video like this at the end of the school year, like once I graduate, just to give an update and any additional advice. Hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time.